If you ask me personally, this is my favorite accessory for the Steam Deck. Okay, so I've made quite a few videos on the Steam Deck now, and I hope it's very apparent that I actually really like this system. With that being said, as cool as the Steam Deck is, I think we can all agree that the battery life is a little lackluster, right?
Correct!
Well, if you're trying to extend your Steam Deck's battery life, I got good news. With the help of this guy right here, I now can essentially double the life of my Steam Deck. Let's talk about it. This is the Power Pak Portable Battery by Nyko. Honestly, I'm not exactly sure when this thing dropped because I've been personally looking for something like this for quite a while. Something that is an all-encompassing, like, one-piece solution to extend my Steam Deck's battery life. I have used external battery banks in the past, but I'm not a big fan of just having like a loose battery bank around while I'm trying to play my Steam Deck and having a long cord just kind of hanging on the top. Whether I'm using a battery bank or sticking it to the wall, it's not ideal, and so having an all-in-one solution like this is really cool. You can currently find this for, I think, about $49 on Amazon currently. I picked it up on sale at, I think, $45. It's a 10,000 milliamp hour, 37 watt battery that is just one big attachment piece for your Steam Deck. Simply clip it on, plug in the little cable, hit the power button, and you're good to go. The blue lights on the top indicate the battery life, and it's surprisingly bright. Too bright, in my opinion, actually. It's not distracting when I'm gaming necessarily, but it does tend to shine a bright blue spotlight on my ceiling whenever I am. If you're worried about thermals, the battery pack doesn't cover up any needed ventilation, and I haven't noticed any real big temperature changes when using this thing. That being said, there is one thing that I can't neglect to talk about, and yeah, since this thing does almost double my Steam Deck's battery life, well, it also happens to almost double its weight as well. It's kind of a thick boy.
Damn, boy. Damn, boy, he's thick! Boy, that's a thick-ass boy!
Yeah, it's pretty thick and noticeably heavier than what the deck is by itself. And for some, it might be a deal breaker. You might simply just find it to be too heavy for the long sessions that it allows for. And also, this isn't going to fit the default Steam Deck travel case, so you'll definitely need to get a third-party solution if you don't want to lug around the battery separate from your Steam Deck. For me, it's worth the trade-off because I use the JSO case with the Steam Deck, and even though admittedly it's still a snug fit, it works out for me, and I'm able to carry it around as one unit. And to be honest, I barely ever take this thing outside of the house. My mobile gaming basically extends to me gaming in different rooms of the house. 90% of the time it's in bed.
Oh, yeah.
If you do want to take a look at something else that might be a little bit more convenient for you, I would check out the Antank battery pack for the Steam Deck. It's a magnetic battery pack that can clip on and off the Steam Deck that might be more convenient for some of you out there. Now, I can't personally vouch for the product because I haven't used it myself, but some of the reviews I've read seem to say pretty good things about it, and if you don't mind spending a little bit more money than what this thing costs right here, check it out. See if that's something that you might prefer. I'll leave an affiliate link in the description down below. Anyways, back to the Nyko battery pack. For me, like I said before, how I typically play the Steam Deck is handheld at home in various rooms of the house, typically in my bedroom.
Oh, yeah.
And oftentimes when in bed, I like to dock this thing to my TV. Unfortunately, the battery pack has a tendency to be a little too thick or top heavy for most docks out there. So because of that, I decided to pick up Nyko's companion dock to pair with the battery bank. As far as the dock goes, it's a dock, and it works just like any other typical Steam Deck dock that you might expect. The main attraction for this thing is that it's made to fit the Steam Deck with the battery pack still attached, so you don't have to take the Nyko pack off every time you want to charge it or dock it to the TV. To its credit, I actually was pretty surprised with the I/O on this dock. You have the usual USB ports on the back, along with a USB-C for power delivery, and you have an Ethernet port as well. On the front side, you have another USB port, which I actually personally find to be really nice for things like controller dongles to really limit latency or interference and that sort of thing. And you also have a little micro SD card slot so that you can easily expand storage this way if you're just wanting to play certain games on the TV. I could totally imagine a scenario where someone uses their Steam Deck as an emulation device and just keeps all their emulated stuff on here when they want to play it on the TV. And yeah, that's pretty much it with this. On the surface, these seem to be pretty straightforward and simple accessories for the Steam Deck. If you ask me personally, this is my favorite accessory for the Steam Deck, at least right now. If you're interested in either this, the dock, or that other battery pack that I talked about earlier in the video, I will leave Amazon affiliate links all in the description down below if you want to check those out for yourself. As always, please let us know if you like this type of content or not by hitting that appropriate like or dislike button. It really does help us sort of determine what videos we should be making next. And let me know in the comments down below whether or not you think something like this is useful for the Steam Deck. Do you think that simply just plugging this into the wall when you need to charge it is good enough? Do you think the battery life on the Steam Deck isn't that bad? Or do you think that simply having just an external battery bank is more convenient? Any and all thoughts, I would love to hear them in the comments down below. And yeah, that's enough rambling out of me. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Blake, and for all things tech, games, to really anything nerdy in between, be sure and subscribe to Digital Cynics. Have a good one, everyone. We'll see you next time.